Safari Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Now, I'm not going to be looking at the screen because I'm a safe driver, but I did want to go live and talk to y'all about scheduling and about ways that you, if you have a company and you are one of our subscribers, you got to subscribe. That's job number one. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the bell. Make sure you're part of the Make sure you always know what's going on with us and you're ready to rock with us. When we put up content, you are there, you seeing it, whether it's a short, whether it's a reaction video like I just did about the Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar reaction to that, posted that up last night. I go live all the time for what we call ONYXCON Busting Pixels, which is our gaming content. If you're a gamer, you definitely want to watch that show. We've been stuck for the past few months on my game Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, which I love. That's a really fun game. It's a slept-on game. I slept on it. I really did. I slept on it for a long time. It's free to download on the PS5. Really fun game. And I admit I was sleeping on it for months. And one night I just said, man, it looks cool. It always looked cool. I just thought, what if it's whack? My biggest gripe is I don't like to touch it if it turned out to be whack. You just don't want that feeling of disappointment. It was not disappointing. It had its little moments in the beginning. I had to get used to the controls like any game. I had to get comfortable with it. When I wasn't comfortable, I was talking a little bit of stuff about it, but the more I got comfortable and realized how it flows, and then it gives you about 5 different options of how to play it. I think it's 5. And I picked the main, what is it? It's not the Battle Royal, it's the trios. You're going with 3 in a group, but you're really part of a huge team, but you got 3 immediate team members. I love that. That's the best game in the game. And have a lot of fun with it. Almost daily, almost nightly. It's kind of my little wind down. So if you want to check that out, make sure you check out the live feeds when I do that. Sometimes I play Mortal Kombat, MK1, you know what I'm saying? Tekken 7, we still working on getting 8. How we gonna get 8? Because of great folks like yourself subscribing, you know what I mean? Hitting that donations too. We need donations. Please come on board for that. That always helps, you know what I mean? Like I say, if you don't know, we are 501c3 nonprofit. Yes. And what is our mission? Our mission is edutainment via living a creative lifestyle. We show you how to live your best art life. That's what we claim. What's up? We got 3 in the building. Well, we had 3 in the building. What's up? Appreciate you. Hey, what's happening? Maul saying what's up. Appreciate you being up in here. Yeah, so I was going to break down a little bit about scheduling and what we plan to be doing now and in the future, what we're going to continue to do. Ain't nothing new, but what we're going to keep doing. Okay. We do a lot of different things, right? A lot of different types of content. We got ONYXCON music, ONYXCON fitness, ONYXCON rides. And rides doesn't just mean cars and bikes and trucks. I mean, literally anything that can, vehicular and the culture of all that, the inspiration. I mean, the Voltron robots, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Transformers, Autobots, you know. We go broad with it. We go broad. Because we started as a Comic-Con. We were originally a Comic-Con. For those who might look at the name and say, well, what? ONYXCON? It was a Comic-Con. If you're from Atlanta and you ever witnessed our events when I was running them, and I am the artist, founder, and president, Joseph R. Wheeler III. I don't think I had said my name formally, but there I am. Getting a little too comfortable around here, acting like everybody know who I am. Some of y'all new to this, but stay true to this. Hit that subscribe button. So, yeah, whenever I'm at a light, I'll give y'all a little bit of play, look at the camera. But other than that, I got to pay attention out here. You know how that go. But yeah, we used to do an event, started in 2009. So when I say we ain't new to this, we true to this, if we mean it. It's 16 years of ONYXCON. We count every year. It doesn't matter whether it's the physical event or all of the content that we now are famous for. Because the content is where we're going to be continuously famous as we move forward. We treat it like any other television network. Our YouTube, we're very proud of this. That's why we need subscribers. We need people to come on board and be for real about it. Not just watch and leave. We need y'all to hit them buttons. And y'all hear it all the time from folks on YouTube, but you got to understand how much work it takes to do this. You might hear people say if they do this that, you know, you got to post every day. That's real. I didn't start getting the results that I could start seeing the light until I dedicated my time to making sure no matter what else I got going on, I post every day. Whether it's just a short, it might be one short, but something's going to get posted every single day, period. No doubt about it. Got to do it. That's the only way. That's the only way it can happen. What's up with 12 in the building? I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let them know y'all appreciate what we do here. That's the other thing. If y'all don't hit the like button, I know y'all hear YouTubers saying that all the time. That is literally how the algorithm is like, oh, okay, people like this. Okay, let's put some ads on there. Okay, let's expose his channel more. Let's get more people seeing it. Because at the end of the day, YouTube's a business. And if you're helping them make money, they'll help you make a little bit of money, which is what we're trying to get to with monetization as a nonprofit organization. It's a win-win for everybody. And I know it's not easy for anybody who's looking at this and they're doing YouTube and they're considering it or whatever. Just know that when people keep saying post every day, it's real. You won't start seeing any regular flow until you get to that. And I'll do another video eventually once we hit 1,000 plus, you know, because you got to be well over it and know you secure. When we hit well over 1,000 plus, that's when we'll get it right. You know what I'm saying? That's when we'll really be able to speak on exactly our personal formula for success. Because I don't want to be that person. I mean, we talk about other things that we're experienced in and share those views and news, but I don't want to be the person telling you how to do it and I ain't even done it. Like, you know, let me make sure I'm there before I start, you know, gotta get a resume. You know how it go. 18 in the building. Appreciate y'all. Every time I look down, I'm seeing weird questions. I don't know why y'all asking these weird questions. We're not doing the weird questions. I don't know you and I don't know why you're asking this. What the hell? Anyway, if it ain't hot where you at, come to Atlanta. If you don't feel like it's summertime yet, come to Atlanta. We're hitting 100 degrees almost every day. It's just mandatory. If it ain't 100 solid, it's so close. And when it's close, it feels. Well, if it says it's 97 degrees, that's really 100. Because you can always add 5 or 3 to it. Always. For the real feel. And then with the humidity and the doggone, I mean, we even got clouds today. It don't matter. It's just hot. It's just hot, y'all. It's hot. So anyway, let me get focused and make my point, though, about the scheduling. So we do a variety of content, like I said. Man, these glasses, they still got, don't you hate when your glasses, you wipe them off, they still got smudges? Bear with me. This is an ONYXCON style moment. That's another one of our elements. Can't stand looking through shades when they got little smudges and stuff. That's annoying. That is so annoying. Oh, doggone it. I left my doggone stuff. I have to just keep wiping them the old-fashioned way and paying attention. But anyway, like I was saying, we do ONYXCON style, ONYXCON fitness, ONYXCON rides, ONYXCON outdoors, ONYXCON, what else did which one I missed? Oh, ONYXCON music. And I feel like I'm missing one of the main ones. And each of these I'm saying is actually an actual separate page on our Instagram. On our Instagram, we have ONYXCON, and then we have these separate pages. And the only reason I baby fed it to them like that, I tease them about that all the time. I say, for my followers over there, I say, you know, I only baby feed y'all over here because I know most of y'all follow the main page, ONYXCON, where we got 17.7 thousand. I say again, 17.7 thousand. Very proud of that. Very proud of that. Yeah, we got some numbers. Can't get them to subscribe for 99 cents a month, but we got some numbers. We got like 20-something people who are actual subscribers. Maybe that'll change after this live. Seeing a lot of good love from y'all. I appreciate y'all with these numbers. I don't know if they're just a bunch of bots, but it looked good to see 23 people in the building. It really does. I don't get them kind of numbers when I go live on Instagram. I'm going to start going live over here way more often. And the signal is strong. I'm driving and it ain't went out. That's amazing. What kind of new stuff YouTube doing? Let me not brag on them. That's when it'll shut down, screen go black, everything will go pixelated. I'll start talking like a, you know, as soon as I brag about it, let me leave that alone. But no, it don't be like that over on Instagram. So anyway, we got a lot going on, and travel vlogs is a main part of what we do. So here's an incentive that we're offering. We have a thing where if you have a business and you have a clean logo and you want to advertise with us, you want to get your logo featured at the beginning of our content or shout it out or in the middle or the end, you know, we hold the right to place it where we want to place it. But typically, we put it right at the beginning. We want to thank our people right at the beginning of the video. If you want to see an example of what I'm talking about, look at our playlists, because our playlists are like, I tell people, when you're looking at this channel, think of the playlist like channels on your remote. When you say guide and you see all the options, you know, you under ONYXCON or one of them bigger stations that got other options. Like when you look at what's that thing, Zoomy or Tubi or any of those things like that, the free ones where they put ads between stuff. But basically, you got like 100 channels within a channel. That's how ONYXCON works. You look at our playlist, you're gonna see music, you're gonna see the business, which is about the film business and other arts entertainment business, and I'm in that business, so I'm talking about that when I do that content. I do music, I do movie reviews, I do music reviews, I do all of that good stuff. I do reaction videos, like I told y'all about the Kendrick video. I just did a reaction to that, you know what I'm saying, and how much I liked it. But yo, there's a lot there. So when you look under there, you're gonna see, pardon me, y'all, I'm sorry. You know, like I said, I'm driving, so I'm paying attention. You know, contemplating. I probably should get out this lane. You know, when you know you're gonna end up slowing down because somebody else gonna hit the brakes, so you just go on and move. So anyway, but no, we have, like I say, a lot of variety, a grand variety. And vlogs, travel vlogs, you're looking under ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. That's the one. Look under that one, and you're gonna see not just, you're gonna see a lot of fishing videos, because I'm an angler. I'm a hardcore angler. I fish all the time. I love fishing. If you like fishing, you're gonna absolutely love this channel. You won't see it all the time, but I'm gonna have enough. Trust me, I got enough fishing videos for you right now. If you're new to the channel, I ain't gotta post another one for a year, and you gotta catch up. That's how many fishing videos I got over here, right? They're there. And that's part of a thing under ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide called the ONYXCON Fishing Tournament. And this applies anywhere in the world. So if you know, if you are any age, you know, with adult supervision for sending in your content, but you use our hashtag ONYXCONFT, and you got a cool picture or video of your latest catch, whatever it is, all species, all tackle, we don't care if you using, you know, a bait caster, a spinner, fly fishing, whatever you like to do, and that's legal. You know, you got to be within the rules of wherever you are in the world, because all that applies too. And you want to post up your fish, whatever species. I don't even care how big or small it is, because we have a category for winnings. Like somebody post the most exotic fish, like, yo, I never seen one of those. What is that? You know, I don't care how big it is, just what is that, right? And you might win some comic books, you might win some art prints, you might win all kinds of stuff. We've had 2 winners in the past, one that was consecutive for about 3 years. She was like amazing. She used the hashtag the most of anybody that's ever participated. Shout out to Sharina's Keeping It Real. She's got her own channel here on YouTube. Check her out. Sharina is SHIREENA and then apostrophe S, possessive, or she is, you know, Sharina's Keeping It Real, REEL, like a fishing reel. She's got a dope channel, a great following. Haven't seen her post a lot lately. Maybe she's just been real busy and everything, but she was flowing for a minute there. But you know, I know how that goes. It's hard to stay on the water when life be life, and you got other parts of life. You gotta do what you gotta do. But she's an amazing person. Her and her husband, really cool people. She's up there in Indiana. She catch everything. Bull drum, the black bull drum, the real big ones. A lot of carp, gar, which I love, long nose gar. We got those here too, so I love those, and I appreciate that. She appreciates them. What else have I seen her catch? Giant catfish. Oh my gosh, she's catfish queen. So yeah, she doing her thing. So check her out. That's one of our friends there. But yeah, so you'll see a lot of that over there, but you're gonna also see our travel videos, like when I went to Malaysia. Shout out Malaysia. What's up, Malaysia in the house? And shout out all my Indians. India is a big supporter of this channel. Trust me, I see y'all. If you're from India, hit the comments right now. Put your flag on. I just want to see the little flag emoji from India. Let me know India's in the house. And the reason I know y'all be watching, because, you know, we got statistics, and we see, you know, I see, of course, the United States is like our top. Then it's like, I think England, And then I think India. I think India is like our third biggest viewing audience. Might be second. It depends on the month. Some months y'all be number 2. You know, and on some videos y'all be number 1. And I appreciate y'all so much. For real, for real. I got a great Indian audience. So yes, much respect to India. But yeah, I've had a lot of really close Indian friends too, especially ladies. Love me some Indian women. I'm just gonna be real. You know, beautiful, gorgeous women, intelligent, wonderful ladies. And I do that even. I even do some content about what I call relationship goals in the art. So if you're interested in single life and how that flows, I get into that every now and then. I don't do that as much here because I went out for a minute there, but hopefully, I don't know how it works when it goes out on YouTube. How it's gonna look later. I'm gonna look back at this and hopefully it don't stay dead as long as it was dead. Hopefully it just click. But that's not bad, honestly, considering where I'm driving. I am absolutely impressed. Like I said, let me not brag on them. As soon as I brag on them, it'll just go out permanently. Anyway, I was saying, not on wood, plastic. What was I talking about? I was talking about travel. Yeah. So we did I also do videos about relationships. So check those out. They're out there if you want to peep that out. But as I was saying, with this travel thing, we did Malaysia. Went to Malaysia. It was literally the first major personal. I say personal because when I was a kid, I went a couple of places with my parents. But that's different to me. It's special. It's always remembered. Like we went to Bahamas and we did a lot of domestic travel, you know, in the U.S. But I had never been outside the country by myself, for myself, until much later in life. And that was really me being just fed up with always wanting to go, always finding some financial excuse why I couldn't go. And then finally just saying to myself, man, wait a minute. I don't live to pay bills. I live to have thrills. I'm going to start living my freaking life. You know what I'm saying? And that was the end of it. Like, especially with COVID. When that mess hit, I said, enough is a damn enough. I'd be damned if the world about to end and I ain't went nowhere and I know more about places than most of the people I know who do travel. They go to these places and I be like, yo, so did you go see this, that? And they're like, no, I just went to the mall and ate and went to a club. Oh, so you went all the way across seas to pretend like you still in America. The hell? Man, I was so fed up. I was like, not gonna be my life. I gotta go. I looked down real quick. Somebody said, never wait. Exactly. So now I know it's really live that y'all actually watching me. I appreciate y'all. Exactly. Never wait. You ain't got time to wait. You never know. So why not? I always say, if not, why not? And my answer to that is always figure it out when it comes to the money part. Just figure it out. It ain't easy, but figure it out. And that's what I did. When I decided that I was going to change the format of ONYXCON from an event because there was so much bureaucracy involved in bringing it back after what happened starting 2018, of course, 2019, 2021. I said, look, I even tried to bring back the convention for a 15-year anniversary. Like I said, that was last year because this is year 16. And it was just too much red tape and BS that wasn't there before. And it's not even a fault of the people I closely work with. This was, the bureaucracy above them and the new rules and things that literally just totally destroyed our ability to do something that was winning for a long time. But and then it was stressful. I don't get anxiety, but I was getting anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that's what it was. I was like, man, I am tripping out the closer I got to thinking I was going to try and pull it off, because every time I would announce something, I had to pull back. You can't do that. You got to wait to do this. You won't be able to have that many tables. You're gonna only have this. I was like, well, damn, if we can't make any profit on this as a non-profit, then what's the point? Like, we're not gonna survive. We're just gonna do something for a handful of people and be like, oh, but we did it. No, I'm not into that. No. So yeah, that shut that down, and that's when I got serious about the YouTube, and it's been glorious ever since because of that. I really am proud and happy that this now, and of course our Instagram and all of our other social media, that's our network. Like, we also have a fan base. If you're not familiar with fan base, look it up. Amazing. It's the Instagram alternative that's gonna win in the future. They're working on it. They're tweaking it. It's nowhere near perfect. I'm quick to say that because I know a lot of people like to criticize fan base and say, oh, I don't like fan base. This, that, and the other don't work. That, yeah, well, Instagram don't always work either. At one time, it didn't work as well as it does. It's called money and investments, and investors on a higher level, and it's starting to get that. Isaac Hayes III, son of the late great and legend Isaac Hayes, is who started it, and he has other investors, but he's the face of it. So a lot of people think, oh yeah, Isaac Hayes' thing, and they just try and dismiss it like, oh he ain't serious. That thing don't work. It's like, no, I hate when people talk about people's creations like that. What he's created is brilliant. It's going to change the face of social media. It's like anything else. People slept on, or, it always happens with the young folk. When the young folk feel comfortable, it's going to pop. And everything goes through a stage, like, where it's just for the young folk. And when I say young, I'm talking about teenagers and teeny boppers. And then it's college included. And then after college, then it's everybody working, no matter what your age, all the way up to grandma and grandpa. And then it becomes Facebook. I always say Facebook now is the family reunion. Very few, it's known, everybody makes the joke. It's like, yo, everybody got a page over there. Like, I don't have parents to have a page over there, but I know people in their 40s whose parents, like my parents in their 70s and whatnot, they got Facebook pages, you know what I'm saying? But, so if it's for you, you're into it like that. But I'm saying it starts trendy, and trendy is always young first. So it's going to have to get trending first. It's not there, but it will get there, and I believe it will. So I have faith in fan base. And if I could, I would invest in it. It's expensive. You have to have some chips. He ain't playing about getting his investors. He's asking for, I forget what the minimum amount. I think it's like a few hundreds. I'm like, man, we trying to make that every month, week, whatever for ONYXCON. Like right now, we need that kind of money for this vlog that I got coming up. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. But so no, I can't afford to do it. But if I could, I would invest, because I know the day will come for fan base, and it won't just be, oh yeah, I've heard about that. Everybody be like, oh yeah, I got a fan base, I got a fan. It'll be just like how Zoom came out of nowhere and just took over. I'll never forget during, again, back to the pandemic. I remember I had never heard of Zoom, and then suddenly out of nowhere, it's just everybody's talking about, yeah, we'll do a Zoom. I'm like, what is Zoom? Like, damn, I can't keep up, man. I was just getting used to, going live on my phone, or with, I knew everybody know FaceTime if you got iPhone, and everybody knows or knew and may remember Skype, because like now Skype's like the dying dinosaur, but I guess it's still around. But, it's what happens. Everything goes in trends. It's like stock. It goes up, it goes down. So it just got to a point where I said, I gotta put it all online and just cruise. And it's been what it should be ever since. It's where we ought to be. And vlog came with mission. Share my travel experiences. I'm gonna teach people as I learn myself how to travel. I'm going to teach people as I learn myself how it is to date abroad. You know what I'm saying? Because I prefer foreign ladies. When I meet women, even in America, I like women from other places. Typically, just my taste, right? So, and most of and I looked at my numbers. I was like, well, I've cultivated for the event, I had cultivated a very family-oriented event, which I'm still very proud of for that part of my audience. And most of those people were like married or with a girlfriend and got kids and that kind of vibe. Not everybody, but that was a grand majority of who came and who sat behind tables as vendors. Now, once it became online, it expanded. Everything it's literally everybody. Like I said, the whole world's watching now, so it's all types. But in terms of one thing that has definitely stayed true, and I just felt like, well, it's a reflection of my taste and me being the leadership of this organization in this stage of my life, and not being able to get any solid guest hosts, because I've had some guest hosts to some content before, but people be busy, and then it be creative differences and all that stuff. So I wear all the hats right now, and I don't have no problem. I'll keep wearing them as long as I can afford to. And at some point, I'll have guest hosts. I'd love to have a female guest host to run some of this content, some of these different shows and whatnot. And it'll happen when it's supposed to. In the meantime, I'm controlling all the buttons, and I got a lot of connections. I know a lot of major people and great people to do content with. So bottom line is we're gonna keep on cruising with it. Yo, look at the numbers up here. Y'all clap, give a hand for yourselves. This thing has not changed since I've been on. It's between 9 and 20 something people been on ever since I started talking. I appreciate y'all. 14 in the building right now. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate y'all for real. Y'all don't know how happy it made me to just see that number. Like I said, even if it's a bunch of bots. I don't like bots, but the bots making me feel good right now if y'all ain't real people, because I don't be getting these kind of numbers regular when I go live. I'm gonna have to go live on YouTube more. What the heck? I've been sleeping on my YouTube. I be over here. I just give y'all the content. I post every day, but I don't go live over here a lot. If I go live on all the pages we have on Instagram. But y'all showing out. Like I said, y'all, if it's bots, these some damn good bots. I like y'all bots. This AI off the chain. Y'all over here making a brother feel like he really got an audience up in here. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Some of y'all done talked back and said some stuff that looked like a normal person, so I know you're real. Oh, Andromeda Net Retro, that's who it is. I see, I didn't look down. I ain't had time to look down, man. Like, you know, I'm driving. What's up, homie? Philly in the house. That's Captain Kirk right there, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. That's Captain Kirk. My man, Kirk Clements. Philadelphia in the house. Check him out. Blood-sucking gamers, Andromeda Retro. He go by Andromeda Retro here, but his original company is Blood-sucking gamers. That's what I always gonna go by. BSG, y'all. BSG, Blood-sucking gamers. That's one of our gaming affiliates. I've interviewed that brother a lot. We need to catch up on a new interview. We ain't talked in a minute. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Know you for real. Yes, sir. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, we're planning some vlogs for this year. We got some personal business in the coastal region of Georgia now, where every so often I gotta be away. And when I'm down there, I whenever I got some time for myself, I make that time for ONYXCON and I make some content. Like the last video I did, I walked the riverfront. If you know Savannah, you know what I'm talking about. Showed the shops, showed one of the major candy shops and stuff. It was really cool. It's always cool down there. It ain't always cool. It's always hot. It's hot, but it was cool vibes. But yeah, we about to do it major, y'all. I haven't even told my folks on Instagram officially this, but I'm gonna let y'all know, because like I said, y'all showing out and I appreciate it, and I want y'all to be hyped for this. And if you're from this country, I'm about to tell you where we going for the summer, the international travel. We're about to do República Dominicana. Mi gente, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. DR in the house. We about to do it. We about to do it. And this ain't gonna be your typical, I say typical in the sense that most American travelers, especially guys from the single perspective, they always go to Sosúa. And I mean, I've never been, so I'm not dissing the place. I'm just saying from what I've seen and from what I've heard about Sosúa, and people keep talking about how it's either beautiful and wonderful or it's dangerous. But all they ever brag about is it being like this big red light district, all the bars and all the folks, you know, the ladies on the pros tip of it all. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with a disingenuous woman who smiling in my face just to get to my wallet. I don't, like, that ain't, like, no, that's not, I don't understand that psychology, but it's very common, unfortunately. Very, very common. Like the term goes, they call it sex travel, like where dudes, that's all they think about. Like, yeah, I love sex, I love women. I love beautiful women. That's all I love, you know what I'm saying? On that part of my life, you know? So I get it, but I don't get the, like, it's become common. I've watched channels where dudes are literally sitting up there talking about the process of acquiring women who are selling themselves. I'm like, what the, are you, when did even talking about it like this become legal? It's weird to me, it's really weird. But that's what's happening out here, y'all. That's what's happening. And I'm not even like pushing any moral judgment on those who participate or who, you know, make themselves available for money and whatnot. People got circumstances. I'm not even gonna go down that road of judging people on that. That's their business. Whatever, and even for the customers, that's their business. I'm just saying it's strange when you know there's legality involved and folks are so flippant about it. Like, yeah, you know, and this, and then you do this, and if you do this, you ain't got to worry about it. And you might get a discount before. It was like, what is going on? when did it? And the other thing I don't like about that is it casts a stigma on a whole country. Like, this is one. First of all, it casts a whole a stigma on a one place. I'm more than sure. I ain't even gotta be there to know. Sosua has more to it than that aspect. It has some wealthy areas. It has some poor areas. It has some in between areas. I know it does. I've seen some other videos where people just show some other stuff, and I said, "Oh, see, oh wow, I didn't even know." Like, I saw a video just the other week where there's a guy, and I like his channel. I wish I could shout him out. I can't think of his name right now. He's American, but he teaches English in Dominican Republic, and he's always got fine women. So, you know, he's still doing the single perspective, how to date, all that kind of thing. And who knows, some of them girls might be quote unquote working girls, but the way he handles his involvement or dealing with them, you can tell he ain't necessarily taking everybody to the sheets. He just probably, yo, hey, I can hit you off with a couple of dimes for me, and you can make my video hot. Just your presence, because we all know what a fine woman does anywhere in the world in advertising or in content or whatever. It's just the power of a woman, the divine energy of a lady. You know, whether she's a lady or not. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Women have that power. And his videos be getting them numbers. And you can tell some of his stuff is scripted. He just be playing with them. And as an actor, I can appreciate that because he'll have his little storyline and everything. And I get it. Like, I even do that sometimes for fun. I haven't really done it here so much, but I'm saying as an actor, I understand that process. He's not even an actor, but he'll do these little quick, obviously scripted moments with some of the ladies he'll have on his channel. And he'll show you a place in the lesser expected place that looks so different. Like, he was at some resort in Sosua, and I said, oh, okay. That don't look like the same old little rundown market I always see near this one beach where all the dudes out there just yelling at the girls and they stop on the dime and they all exchanging numbers and making their plays for the night and getting liquor and all that. You know, it's more to it than that, way more. And so I guess one of my number one missions when I'm out here doing what I do is to share a different face of integrity, which, you know, you can't force that. It's going to be what it's going to be. You don't know what you're going to encounter when you get there until you're there. But if there's anywhere I can show the best sides of a place, I'm not going to hide the bad, because it would help people stay safe too, to know the truth if you're in an area and there's danger. But I'm saying, instead of always focusing on, yo, let me show you the worst hood in such and such, or let me show you the sluttiest, craziest girls that'll do anything with anybody. And it's like, yo, hell no. Like, I know what it feels like to live somewhere and people cast a bad image about your place. I live in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. You feel me? And Atlanta right now, and since the Olympics, 96, has struggled with its identity, and it's still struggling with an identity crisis between what we who are from Atlanta really know Atlanta is, has been, and will always be, what's the core of this place, and the core of the types of people that come from here, and the diversity of those people, versus the stigma that has been created by all the transplants. Everybody who came to visit their auntie who got a good job here and decided to stay, even though she didn't want you in your house, she just wanted you to come and see something different, but instead y'all stayed and you brought all your hood ways with you, and she was like, oh Lord, damn, there go the neighborhood. And I'm jokingly saying that, but that's literally what has happened in a lot of places in Atlanta. You got areas that wasn't messed up, wasn't trapped out and all this, and now because of between trap music, the strip club element that we've always had, and a few other things like, you know, the Atlanta Housewives show and the LGBTQ community, which has always been here but wasn't like a trend. It's just, yo, live and let live, coexist. People doing what they do. That's that there, and this is this over here. And that was that. But then it became, no, that's Atlanta. Oh, that's just what Atlanta is. Well, hold up, shawty. You ain't even from here. Don't be talking about what the hell my downtown is. Play boy, play girl. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's the most disgusting ish. So, and And I've even done a series of videos about Atlanta, if you want to check that out. I got a playlist for a thing I call Wheeler Rides. And that was the precursor to what became ONYXCON Rides. And it's funny how that came about, because it was originally going to be, it had nothing to do with my nonprofit, nothing to do with ONYXCON. I had done rideshare for years as a side hustle to my acting career. And I got fed up with that. I decided to start my own rideshare company. And I literally had bought the damn INC and everything and was ready to go. And then you know what hit. Here we go. Man, I'm telling you, that pandemic hit so much stuff. It just, it did so much. So it shut it down instantly. I mean, I'm talking about within weeks of me getting my stuff and I'm ready to go, and I was gonna have scheduled rides only. I had all my paperwork, fine print, sign off, get signed up. You got your person, I'll come get you. That it was gonna be a thing. I didn't have no fancy app. I was gonna do it strictly through, like, you pay me through PayPal, Cash App, etc. And we got an agreement, and you signed an agreement, so like I would have all your information, so ain't gonna be no robbers sitting behind me in my car, ain't gonna be no scammers. I'm gonna check you out before you come ever sit with my car. It was gonna be really cool. And I'm putting the idea out there because there have been a few other companies to try to do that since. Some of them have died, because it's hard to fight the big two. The big pink machine and the black and white, they running it for rideshare. It is what it is. But no, I was gonna do my thing, and I didn't even want to compete. That was never my goal. I just wanted to just do something and know I felt safe in my car and all of that kind of thing. And then it got crazy, and I said, nah, I can't do this. So I shut that down, but I kept doing what I said, I'm gonna share rides. I'm gonna share the experience of a ride. And so, like, for instance, I'm gonna do it right now just to show y'all what I mean. I'll be riding and it'll be like this. You would just get my vantage point as I'm driving, like, yo, it's raining. So this ain't necessarily the most exciting ride right now, but you know what I mean? That's what I would do right there, like that. And I would talk. And then sometimes I wouldn't talk at all. I would just have music. And it was really cool. And people liked them, but it wasn't catching wind hard enough. And I was still doing this channel. And then I realized, why am I trying to make it a separate thing? ONYXCON has a name. Everything I do could be ONYXCON. Why not? And that's really when the whole concept of multi-niche channel got started. I was like, I'm gonna do rides, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna show you art, I'm gonna do art, I'm gonna talk to my artist friends, I'm gonna do interviews, I'm gonna do movie reviews, I'm gonna do music reviews. I'm just going, everything I love, in one way or another, either inspires my creativity, fuels my creativity, speaks to my creative mind, being an artistic person, I'm gonna share it. And if other people who are not creatives don't understand it, like when I go fishing, this is my peace of mind, how I get to know and be in tune with the rest of nature. I always say the rest. I don't look at it like, nature's some separate thing. We're humans, we're mammals. Human beings are mammals. We are mammals, we are animals, all right? Certain people in the history of humanity want to, create races and separate us and make us hate each other and say somebody's inferior and one person's more human than the other. Okay, we all came from apes, but we're more smart than the rest of y'all. No. We ain't on none of that bullshit. None of that. No, we are all human beings. We are all mammals. Period. And I don't believe in the concept of human brains being smarter than, no, human consciousness is just that, it's human. There's no way I can try to pretend, at least I'm not gonna do this, that an ant is not intelligent in its own right. Look at how many years we fighting against ants and roaches and we still win. We win some, but we losing most of the war. They are so smart. Shit. You don't believe? Pigs! I could go on and on for spend. Don't get me on my animals and plants and everything. Man, please, come on. So anyway, that was the philosophy, and it's become what you see right now before you. It's become the channel that's winning, that's almost 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to you, everybody watching. 16 of y'all gonna go ahead and hit that button. I want to see 16 new subscribers before I want to see 20 something, 20 plus, because we done got that in the time I've been on here talking to y'all. I know it's been 20 plus people the whole time I've been on here, so I ought to have 20 new subscribers. you know. And if you already subscribed, hit the comments, let me know. I wanna appreciate that moment that I was talking to my people. So bear with me, y'all. Like I say, still driving. Gotta be focused. Folk coming on the expressway, wet road, you know how it go. Paying attention, paying attention. Yeah, so like I say, the bottom line of bottom lines, we doing what we do, and I'm sharing this too because I know it could be inspirational. That's our hope. I just want to inspire y'all. I was inspired to do what I'm doing on YouTube because of other YouTubers. I want y'all to be inspired because of what I'm doing, and I want other YouTubers to be inspired by me too. We here to influence each other, you know what I mean? Like, that word influence is real. It's not just talking. Like, you really do influence each other if you are conscious and really paying the attention, you know what I mean? And so I've been inspired by, like, I like to shout out Ace Live as always being the most impressionable to me on somebody who's a travel channel. He's all about just travel, especially. I mean, he does a million things in his travels, but he's mostly focusing on travel. And Ace is the man. So shout out Zoe International Zoe. I watch Zoe, like his content. Both of these brothers, single brothers, so it's good to see that energy and how they move. You know what I'm saying? They always got some beautiful women and good vibes, good friends. They just do their damn thing, man. I love it. Who else I like that I like? There's a lot of them actually, but those two always come to mind first just because I watch them all the time. Zoom to Thailand. Shout out Richie Mack from LA. That's a really cool dude. He's living in Thailand with his beautiful lady. You know what I mean? Thailand lady, Thai lady that he's, I look at them like they're a married couple. They're not officially married, but they may as well be in my mind. But they're a wonderful example of how to live, you know what I'm saying? Do it big and enjoy that expat lifestyle and everything. And so even that, when I talk about scheduling, back to my tangent so far away, but everything has just been me. I just got excited, y'all. Like I said, I ain't never been on a live that stayed on this long on YouTube. I mean, I've tried some other ones in the past, and they always have glitches. We had one glitch so far. I'm just like, wow. I'm gonna be doing this way more often. I appreciate y'all. This is beautiful. Been on here for 40-something minutes, and it ain't went off but once. Y'all kept me company my whole ride to where I gotta go and get what I gotta get today. I appreciate y'all. So anyway, yeah, we do a thing, y'all. We do a thing. And the expat community culture and everything is very appealing to me more and more. I can see myself get to a point where I give y'all content from all over the world at least 6 months out of the year. And I think I'm gonna give y'all a short list. And by the way, none of these are guaranteed, but they're all places I definitely know I want to go. And it's just a piece of the list. The whole world, I want to see the whole world. I always say, if ain't no pandemic, ain't no war, and if the weather is right, there ain't a place on this earth I don't want to see, including places where it's hot and crazy right now. And when I say hot, I mean like political turmoil and all that stuff. If stuff calms down and they get it where people can come, because look at, well, this might not, I was about to say Medellin, Colombia. I was like, look at Medellin. Well, yeah, look at it. Like right now, it's kind of yes and no. Like I do know, like I said, negative reports versus positive. I've seen people moving in that place that are still having fun in the new playland of getaway tropical vacation spot it has become versus drug lord, drug infested gangster land that we knew it to be in the 80s. That's all we thought of when we heard the word Colombia, we thought cocaine in the 80s. That's all you thought. That was it. There was nothing else you associated with the whole country. And that's messed up because, like, again, people putting a stigma on your, imagine if you had to live under that. You were there. You're like, man, I'm a farmer, but I don't farm coca plant. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't what I do. You know, I'm a fisherman. You know what I mean? I speak to my fishing, and I'm not packing yayo inside my fish and shipping them to countries. No, I take my fish to my family and feed my damn family. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a real angler, you know? Like, imagine how that may be making people feel. So I don't like that. Like I said, I've lived in a place, and I'm living in a place where people put stigmas on your place, and it's always negative. And it takes years sometimes to get that up off of you. So my goal when I travel, I want to show people the real place. I want to let the people speak for themselves. I want to share that I might have stigmas and stereotypes because I'm an American. I want you to disprove them if they're not. I want you to, I want to break that stuff down. I want to be like, you know what people think in America sometimes? They think this. What do you think? And they're like, oh, no, that's total BS. Yes, tell me why. Because this voice needs to be heard. It ain't being heard. I want to help people with that. All right, y'all calm down when y'all start hitting them horns now. It's Atlanta. We don't do that. Calm down. Anyway. Like I say, people from other places that don't know how to act. But yeah, y'all. So it's a thing. It's a thing. And like I say, Colombia right now is a beautiful country. I know, without even having been there yet. I still want to go because mainly the fishing and the women. Straight up, I'm gonna tell you, the two main things got me. I've always known Colombia is some of the most gorgeous women on earth, and they got some fishing for you. So in the same, I really put the two together in my mind for what I want to get out of that experience is Brazil too. And Brazil's so huge, it's like, what place? I mean, even Colombia is huge, but Brazil is a damn continent in a continent, it's a monster of a country. I've always wanted to go see the Amazon, and for years, what's funny, I was planning a trip to Manaus, which is the capital of the Amazon area. And I was gonna try and go fishing in the Amazon and do this whole ecotourism thing. The more research I did, I said to myself, okay, I'm hardcore. I got a part of me that can be that dude out in the jungle with a machete. I really do. I've practiced that in the woods of Georgia. I'm talking about in remote areas where you don't get no signal. But knowing the challenges I ran into just being home doing it, I realized, I said, man, you do that abroad. Like I'm gonna tell you it was many things, but the one thing that got me, that made me think, you really want to be in the Amazon for a week with generators and water being pumped to your shower area in a little camp and bugs always on your ass biting and stuff. I just really thought about it. I said, nah, because I always go fish. I always get a charter wherever I go. But a charter for a day is way different than camping out somewhere and being there and you can't leave until the plane come back. Or if you got a medical emergency, you just there. Like I said, damn. Yeah, let me think twice about that kind of travel until I'm rich as hell and can afford to have my helicopter come get me and take me back every day. Like, I would literally, I know some of y'all laughing, but like for real, I've seen a lot of videos with a lot of guys that go out there and do it. And even the toughest of the tough always say, man, I'm being bit by this thing. I don't know what it's doing to me, but they bit me all up. I got these bumps. And I'm like, I'm from Georgia, man. I'm used to getting bit by insects and stuff when it's hot and what it be in the woods sometimes. But when you making it like there's no option, you gon' get bit. I have the you might get bit type life. And I deal with it if I do or get stung. Now you talking about, oh, you gon' get stung and bit. I'm like, God damn, like that's a little different. And then they got this thing called the bullet ant in the Amazon. Some of y'all laughing again because y'all know what I'm talking about. It literally, they say if this thing, the natives say, if it hits you, it feel like a bullet shot you. That'd take you to the hospital. It bite you. They call it the bullet ant. And I was watching a video of this dude and his girlfriend. She was cute as hell too. I thought to myself, boy, I like an adventurous woman, but I don't think I didn't let my lady come out there with me the way they were out there because they were not prepared. They were on some real Americanized, because both of them were like, it was a white dude and his girlfriend was like Asian, but you could tell they were both from America. And sandals. Even the guide had on his boots. He from there and he had on his boots that they going through this mud and stuff. And the guide points, he said, hey, watch that right there. Like, don't get nowhere near it. And the guy's like, oh my gosh, what is it? And they see it, it's the bullet ant. And I said to myself, I said, man, see, this is why, nope, nope. And I'm like I say, I'm a hardcore adventurer, y'all. There's a part of me that loves being out there in it. I really do, I love it. But you got to be ready for everything and you got to think about everything. So yeah, I ain't trying to get bit by no bullet and I'm a damn sure have my boots on. And like the one trip I was looking at for going to Monarchs, it takes like an hour. I think they said an hour and a half by river plane. You know, one of those planes that land in the river. It's got the floats on it, and then they take you up to the camp. And the guy had a camp. It was a nice situation considering where you at. You are showing up in the jungle, but you gonna spend a week at a camp that's, you know, got cleared ground so you can see where your foot going. It's like a little miniature beach. You know, it's a mud beach, but it's a beach, so to speak, off the river. And you got some local folk that have been trained in culinary art, mimicking cuisine. You get to cook some of the fish you caught for the day. And I mean, it's a once in a lifetime amazing experience. I mean, it's not everything I'm saying is something I still want to do, but under different circumstances. Like, I've got to get the money right. We got to get the money right. I'm saying we now, because if this is something you would like to see, a guy with my personality and charm and you know, big actor personality, fun guy, but you know, an intellectual. You know, watch my stuff. If you know me, you know how I'm gonna move. If you've seen my outdoor videos, I think it would be some of the most amazing, hilarious, entertaining, and educational content anybody has ever seen from an outdoor show. I really do. When and if, I'm just gonna say when. Ain't no if. When we start doing that level of adventure, because we've already done them. Like I said, I fished in Malaysia, and it wasn't in no jungle or nothing like that. It could have been. There's plenty of that there. But I knew what I was ready for. I did a little simple charter with a local guy who literally took me out on what would be the equivalent of a John boat. It was the most uncomfortable boat I've ever been on for risking falling in the damn water because it was so tiny. And every time I couldn't stand up. Like, I was the tallest thing on the boat. I brought a lady friend of mine with me. And then the guy who was the guy, he was a little short guy, typical size for a Malay. And real nice fella. You know, stocky, short guy. So the weight of him, me, and my lady friend, when I would stand up on the boat, that boat would go left, right, left. I'd be like, man, bump this. I can't stand it. I had to fish the whole time on my knees. I think only one time we got stable enough because the water wasn't like moving per se, but it would change depending on where you were at. And I only felt stable in one little area to stand up, and I did my thing and had fun with it. But okay, I'm parked now, so I can kind of read what y'all talking about. Somebody talking in Russian, bruh, I wish I could understand what you're saying. You had to translate that for me. Hope you're being respectful with whatever you said, but I can't read Russian. I see Cyrillic. Yes, I know words, I know language elements, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I know that's Cyrillic. I know that's big poo-coon. I hope you ain't saying nothing stupid. If you come in peace, because let me tell y'all something else. When I see them little letter, you ain't got no picture, y'all the ones I don't trust most, because usually y'all be the ones saying something crazy and your comments don't never see the light of day. Ever. Because y'all be on some BS. I'm not saying you are. I'm just letting those who are on that know I'm not the one. Trust me, don't do it if you're coming wrong. But please translate whatever you're saying. Go to Google Translate it for me. Post it back in English so I know you mean well, and we'll keep it pushing, bro. Anyway, or lady, whoever you might be. So yeah, we do all types of content, and I want to do that level of adventure content, but with the proper budget. Because when you watch them shows like River Monsters, shout out to Jeremy Wade, who I love. I absolutely love his show. It's one of the greatest fishing shows. To me, it is the greatest fishing show ever made. Any of his shows, I love his shows. He's the one. That dude is an absolute legend, Jeremy Wade. But River Monsters is the truth, and I wanna do that level of adventure. But people look at that and think, oh, he out there by himself. You got a cameraman, you got the camera assistant, you got somebody dealing with hair and makeup, you got somebody who's the safety coordinator, who's trained in handling snakes and anything else that might jump out and making sure that don't come into set. Because once you're in the environment, and I'm speaking from experience being on set as an actor, like I've worked on domestic films, right? In places where, when I say domestic, I'm saying we're in a rich neighborhood in Atlanta, but it's lush. It's big oak trees. It used to be woods, but there's a community of mansions sitting in it, right? I'm literally thinking about a movie I was on one time, and this is how it was. But whoever owned it knew in that area where they had built, they had an issue with copperheads. If you don't know what a copperhead is, it's one of the most poisonous snakes in the southeast United States. We got rattlesnakes in some regions. You even have rattlesnakes in the Atlanta region. A lot of people don't know that. You got what we call a pygmy rattler that can be up in North Georgia, but some of them have been found as close to the city as near the city limit. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know that. They just think rattlesnake down deep south. That's all you're gonna see in deep South Georgia. Shit. And this stuff is moving. We didn't used to have alligators. Now there's reports of alligators in metro areas. Peachtree City is a metro area, southern suburb of Atlanta, and there's a huge gator that they have named that everybody wonders, did somebody bring this thing and drop it off in the damn water and let it get big? This thing is big as Lake Placid, and it's like a joke to the community. I did a video about it. It's part of our content. Look it up. It's here. It's in the ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide content. See what I'm giving? I give y'all all kind of stuff. But I talk about the news reports. I talk about how I've hiked where they say this damn gator is, and I never even knew that was where I was until I saw reports. I said, wait a minute, that's where I be hiking it. Oh, shit, you know. You better think. You better think. Anyway, but what I was saying about snakes and stuff, and sets and movie sets, shows, they had a snake coordinator we were in a backyard scene with folk doing a fancy barbecue. There was kids there for a petting zoo, and they had blow up bouncy places for the kids and all this stuff. And I'm saying, where's this dude over here with this t-shirt on talking about snake removal, and he's got one of the little hook sticks, right? So I walked up to him on one of the breaks. I said, hey, man, what's happening? He's like, hey, how you doing, bro? I said, check this. I see your shirt, man. What they got you here for? Oh, you know, the lady who owns the house, the husband and wife, they said that they sometimes have an issue with copperheads. So I'm just out here for safety coordination. We got all this. We got these animals, these kids, and the whole adult crew and parents and now they want nobody gonna announce it. They ain't want nobody to be scared all day. So if you notice, like I did, you noticed. If you didn't, your ass out there running around with some damn copperheads up under every rock and thinking, oh, man, a copperhead will have your ass in the ICU. So, and that, like I said, and that was somebody's backyard in Atlanta. So if that level of danger can always be present in the realities of real life for those who pay attention and don't just be out here willy-nilly in life, I just be realistic when I travel. So that's the kind of dude I am, and I think that makes for really entertaining content because I'm always keep it real. You know, if you want that realness in your travel content where I'm going to mention them things that might cross your mind, like I wonder if he thought about it, you're going to hear me more than likely say it. And hopefully we won't have to deal with it. And then you're going to see me sometimes do some crazy stuff because I can't explain this to anybody who doesn't do it. But if you fish, for example, and I love fishing for dangerous fish, so to speak. I love toothy monster fish. I love them. It's just something about that. That's my thing. Like I caught, it wasn't my first time catching barracuda, but it was my first time in my adult life because when I was a kid, like maybe a middle school or somewhere in there, my dad, we took a family trip and we was over a shipwreck and we was nailing them back and forth. But as I remember them, they were all kind of skinny and the small ones, not the great barracuda. They were still, barracuda's barracuda, all right? They all got the teeth and they all badass. But these were like not huge. But the first really nice size, like a thick beast of a fish, at least 4 foot, 3.5, 4 foot long, Mexico, Yucatan content right here on the ONYXCON channel, ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. Check that out. I did one from Playa del Carmen, went out with a major captain. Shout out to Alphonse. Alfonso was a really good captain, great charter. We had a lot of fun. I caught my first mahi-mahi, and I caught like 3 mahi-mahi, 3 barracuda, kept 1 barracuda and kept the biggest, the biggest mahi-mahi, which was the hardest catch, because watch it, you'll see, it's amazing. But when I pulled up the barracuda, I was so amped and excited, you know, once I had the grip right. And I'll never forget the first mate, Alfonso's friend, I forget, what's his name? I can't remember my brother's name now, big guy. He kept telling me, Jose, put your hand. You know, I said, yeah, y'all can call me Jose, I'm Joseph. He said, yeah, put your thumb just like this in the gill plate, because if you don't have them right, woo. And even holding this gill plate, now you never touch the gills because that'll kill it, but the plate, there's a way to, you can't explain again. If you don't fish, you don't understand it. I see people in comments when they look at fishing videos and somebody will be gripping it right. And they're like, what are you doing now? You're going to kill. No, you're not, dumbass. You just don't fish. If you fish, you know he's holding it right. If you don't, you think everything that pros do is wrong because you just on some go to the grocery store and stuff for everything. People got to get out. People need these experiences. It really changes you. It makes you respect the process of acquiring your own food. It's a hell of a good feeling that every human being needs to have, personally, I think. Anyway, but I gripped it a certain way where I knew it wasn't going to, when it flinched, bite me or whatever. And I'm observing it before I, catch and release it, because it was one I released. This was one I released. And I was like, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm looking at it. I was just overcome in the moment. I kissed it and tossed it back. And I laughed because my dad always gets frustrated when we watch fishing shows. He always like, man, look at this fool kissing the fish. What are you kissing the damn fish? You fools be kissing on the fish. I say, I used to not think I would ever want to do that, but saltwater, yeah. Now, freshwater, I ain't trying to kiss too much because the water be too nasty most of the time. Or, but saltwater's different. Depending on, again, it can be nasty too, but most saltwater that's all I tasted was salt. It was just like, no, salt on it. But I was just so happy to catch that fish, and I wanted to show that in that moment, and I don't regret it 1 second. I loved it. Felt good. So yeah, you're gonna get them kind of crazy moments out of me every now and then, but for the most part, I play it safe, y'all, and I have fun, and I want to see the world, and that's what we're gonna do. ONYXCON Fishing Tournament, ONYXCON Outdoors worldwide. Please believe the trains, the boats, the planes will be moving. The cars too. We're gonna get there however we get there, wherever we go, and we're gonna have some fun. So if that sounds interesting, I appreciate y'all for staying on here, man. We've been having, man, y'all don't know how good it feels to look on here and see people looking. Damn, it's over an hour and y'all still rocking with me. I gotta get off here though, but I appreciate y'all for real. Give to the organization. Like I say, we're 501c3 nonprofit. If you know how to do your taxes every year in America, you know how to get that to come back to you. If you're international and you want to just give to us, hey, we'll translate the funds, send it over. You know what I mean? We got people everywhere. Send them. Hey, you a big baller. We got people in Dubai watching. You could be a major sheikh out there with the big, deep pockets. I like that, brother. I'm going to send him do that. Thank you. Yes. Send me $1 million. I need it. No games. Because we're going to change the earth. For real. We're going to show some other things. We're going to put it on the way it needs to be put on. And support the arts and support creative lifestyles and living your best life. That's what we're here to do. All right? I appreciate y'all. Check it. Like I say, I'll try and remember to put it in the comments for this, but I'll show y'all all the ways y'all can support. Of course, we're on Venmo at ONYXCON, Cash App, #ONYXCON, and ONYXCON@gmail.com for PayPal. And right now, if you come on, you're an American citizen, and you want to do, actually, I keep saying American. You could be international and still do this. If you want to be part of what we call ONYXCON Flip Through Shoppers Club, I go shopping. I'll go sneaker shopping. I'll go clothing shopping. I'll go comic book shops. You'll see stuff you ain't going to see nowhere else. You know how that go when we all go shopping. You're like, man, I want that. I got you. You're going to pay for it. You're going to send us the funds for it. You're going to build a box. You're going to give 20%. And I got the stats. Look at ONYXCON.com, and you'll see this Shoppers Club information. I need to update it with what I'm about to say. So let me say this. Everything on there is accurate except for the part about the seasonal fee. The seasonal fee is about to change. It's still going to be $100 per season. But what I'm saying is if you gave $100 as a donation and you're a company and you got a logo, not only are you going to get your logo featured on content seasonally, so for everything that comes up within that 3-month season, I'll do the 3-month season type thing. You'll get your company featured. You'll also get shout out, and all that good stuff, Instagram and YouTube, but especially here on YouTube. That's the main thing. And you're going to get the fact that when we go shopping like this for the club, you're already in for the season. So if you see something that you like, hey, Joseph, man, oh my gosh, that shirt, I can't find it nowhere. Could you get that for me? If it's there when I go back, or you say it while I'm on live, because I go live a lot of times. Sometimes it's pre-recorded, sometimes it's lives. Yeah, I got you, because you're part of the club. But you're going to have to, correspond to me immediately. We're going to have to work out the details of the finances immediately. You're going to have to pay for your box, your shipping and handling and all that immediately. And I only do USPS, priority shipping. If it's international, again, USPS, they got an international box too. You can go straight to their website. We'll figure out the prices and all that of the box, for the size of the items that you need, whatever. And yeah, we'll do the doggone thing. But this is another way you can support ONYXCON, because you're going to pay, final price of all that, 20% of that. And it can be more depending on how big your items are. Like, you shoe folks, I know how y'all roll. Y'all pay $1,000 for one pair of shoes, them sneakerheads. So I did a show about sneakers too, by the way. If you ain't, we cover everything: car shows, sneaker show. We doing it, y'all. We living. We showing y'all the good stuff. But yeah, if you like that kind of guy, girl, you want to get them cool Nikes, them rare Jordans and stuff, I got you. I got you. But you're gonna have to, that's gonna be more on your percentage. You're gonna pay 30% of the total box cost. So for example, let's say the item is $1,000 for a pair of shoes, just big baller tall. This is for the big ballers, right? Your box fee to us won't be 20%, it'll be 30% of the final box. So you'll have, let's say the box might cost for shipping and handling in the US for a priority box, they usually be like 20 something and up, depending on how big for the biggest box or whatever. I forget how much the biggest box. You had to look, check, let's say it's 20 something. So it's 1,000 plus $20. And then you're gonna do 30 because it's over 500. I have my rule about anything over $500 and up, 30%. So then 30% of $1,020. I mean, of course, it's gonna be more than that with taxes and fees, and you're gonna add insurance or whatever maybe. But just imagine, and you get your item. Now, when it comes to rare stuff, and I know how it goes, cause when I was up in that shoe show, I went to Got Soul Atlanta. I ain't never seen people throwing that kind of money around. I tell you that. Yes, I have, but it was just different to see it that way for shoes, and mostly used shoes. But folk who got it, they ain't debating this little money that folk be around here. I don't know, I might get you on my next check. I get it. I'm in the struggle too, but I'm talking to the ballers because I'm trying to make more of y'all my friends. I ain't even everybody else that's trying to get it. We all trying to get it how we live, but we ain't gotten half of it, but we still trying to. Y'all ain't my audience when I talk this talk. I'm talking to the ballers. I'm talking to the people who really gonna be like, yeah, man, that ain't no money to me. And 500,000, like it literally is no money to them. You know, a couple of thousand is like a couple of hundreds to them. Those are the kind of people we need supporting ONYXCON. That's how we gonna reach our ultimate goals. Now, if you like, well, I ain't nowhere near, that's okay. This is why we got the thumb warriors. Y'all the ones I need making sure you subscribe. Everybody got to subscribe. I don't care how baller you are or not. You got to do that to be in the club. You need to subscribe. And we want you, now if you're not on Instagram, okay, it is what it is. But if you're on Instagram, we need you for 99 damn cents a month. And even that's going to add up when we get the volume we need. But especially here on YouTube. So, yeah. I done talked myself till I'm damn near hoarse. I'm gonna get on off here, but I appreciate y'all. I say it again. I really do. Much love, y'all. Y'all done warmed my heart today. Y'all been up in this thing. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go live for y'all more often. Y'all have a great one. Comment. Let me know what's up. Peace.